Hope Lamar gets his money. And if he don't, hey, I don't have them now. And here comes where the Browns fan comes out of me. I have no problem with him going to another division. Because I know that's how good he is. I watched this man come off the toilet and lead a game-winning drive against us in prime time. I've seen what he can do. And you don't think that's worth a guaranteed contract? Man, y'all crazy. Y'all miss me with that, man. All right, let's get to it, man. We got to talk about this, man, because there's a lot of nonsense going on right now. Lamar Jackson, let's get into it. He got the non-exclusive franchise tag a couple days ago, and now all of a sudden, all these teams who need quarterbacks are not in the business of wanting to upgrade their quarterback position. It just screams collusion, and I know you hear all the media pundits talking about that word collusion. You're not going to be able to prove collusion. You couldn't do it with Kaepernick. You couldn't do it when the players sued the NFLPA, tried to sue the NFL for it. You're not going to prove that. We know it's happening. We know it's there. But my issue right now is the hypocrisy of some of these sports talk analysts and some of you fans, some of y'all watching this. I've seen some of your comments online talking about, oh, I wouldn't give him that kind of money, and the owners got to protect their money, and they don't want to do guaranteed contracts. Man, cut that shit out. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Just a couple months ago, everybody had the praying hands for Damar Hamlin. That brother almost lost his life on the football field. And now you're gonna tell me that players shouldn't get guaranteed contracts? Where was that energy just a couple months ago? Where y'all just felt like all the players put their life on the line, but they don't deserve guaranteed contracts? They're the ones going out. I ain't seen an owner get on the field and take a hit from a defensive back yet. But that's who you want to side with, man. Y'all tripping. And I hate to do this because I'm a Browns fan, and I hate to be defending a Baltimore Ravens player, but it seems like whenever a player in any sport decides that they want to bet on themselves and go against the grain and do things for themselves, you get pushback from the people. It's just whack to me, man. Like, come on. He's doing this without an agent. He's betting on himself. He put himself out there on the field. Clearly, he's the best quarterback the Ravens have ever had. And he doesn't deserve a guaranteed contract. The best quarterback in your franchise history doesn't deserve. And I actually heard Ravens fans, a couple Ravens fans tried to tell me online they would rather have Joe Flacco than Lamar Jackson. Now you tell me what that sound like. Exactly. Man, get off that shit. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? And then I hear this, oh, he may get injured. Did you know that when you drafted him? You did. Did you know that when you kept calling them quarterback draws and them run option plays where he would run, scramble 70 yards and get you a touchdown? Were you concerned about his injury when you called that play? Were you concerned about his injury when you needed him when you wanted him to risk it all and go out there and play hurt to get you a playoff win? No, it's only an injury problem, an injury concern when the player needs his money. It's the only time they're concerned about his injury is when it's time to pay him. They ain't concerned about his injury when they call in those plays. Keep it 100. They're not concerned about none of those injuries when they need touchdowns, they need first downs, and they need this quarterback to perform. They ain't concerned about how they're using him. They weren't concerned about his injury history when they drafted him. They knew he was a running quarterback. They knew how dynamic he could be. But now it's time to pay him, and now you concerned about injuries. Man, stop it. You knew what you got when you bought that Ferrari. You knew when you got that Ferrari. Hit a pothole. Hey, it may go all downhill, but you get him on that Autobahn, and he going to turn loose. That's the gamble you took, Baltimore. That's the gamble you take as a owner. So all these fans talking about, oh, I wouldn't give him that money. Number one, it ain't your money to give. We all know that. But number two, since when do we start being on the side of the billionaires and not the player? I ain't seen nobody buy tickets to go see the owner play. No, you go see the player play. You ain't buying no owner's jerseys. You buying players' jerseys. But you want them to risk it all. You want them to go out there and entertain you, but you don't want to guarantee their money? I don't know what's up with y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where y'all coming from with that, man. I don't get it. And then, so now all these teams that came out and said that they're not interested in a quarterback. Let's talk about that. The Washington Commanders. So you signed Carson Wentz last year. He was a bust. Don't have a quarterback. You're going to go with Heineke, but now you're not interested in Lamar Jackson. Carolina Panthers. You signed Baker Mayfield, released him during the season, didn't even keep him a whole season, released him during the season, but you ain't interested in a quarterback upgrade? The Atlanta Falcons. You had Marcus Mariota. Cut him. Well, you benched him, and he just left the team in the middle of the season. And you ain't interested in a quarterback upgrade? Miami Dolphins. So your quarterback has a concussion. As soon as he steps out on the field, ain't no telling how many more hits he's going to take. And you ain't interested in a quarterback upgrade? Now, these are teams that went on the record, came out, and said that they wasn't interested in a quarterback. The New York Jets. You over there kissing Aaron Rodgers' ass, who may give you a one good year, maybe two. But none of his ayahuasca and days in the dark is concerns for y'all. But you worried about Lamar Jackson, and you wouldn't pursue Lamar Jackson? Not one NFL franchise has taken a loss ever. Not 1 year have they taken a loss. Tell them owners to cut them checks. Them players was putting it out there. Yeah, I'm glad our owner gave our Deshaun Watson a guaranteed contract. And more owners need to start doing the same. I ain't saying that every player is going to get $230 million guaranteed, but start guaranteeing these contracts. For the fans who saying, oh no, don't give them the players don't deserve. The owners don't want to go down that road. They should. Did you see the money that the NFL is getting off of these YouTube deals and Amazon this year? You got the money. Spend it. You getting it. You getting it from us. Spend it. Just blows my mind, man, that a franchise will have their most prolific quarterback in franchise history and decide that he ain't worth a guaranteed contract. Check yourself, man. Check yourself. I don't like what's going on with and I like I said, I hate to be out here defending a Ravens player, but right is right, man. That man put it all on the line every week that he could. And this the thanks he gets. And for some of y'all fans that think that that's cool, that's okay. Like, it's okay for us to just sit back and be like, oh no, protect the billionaires. That's what we doing now. It's weird to me, homie. It's weird. It's real weird. Hope Lamar gets his money. And if he don't, hey, I don't have them now. And here comes where the Browns fan comes out of me. I have no problem with him going to another division. Because I know that's how good he is. I watched this man come off the toilet and lead a game-winning drive against us in prime time. I've seen what he can do. And you don't think that's worth a guaranteed contract? Man, y'all crazy. Y'all miss me with that, man. All right. I'm going to holler at you.